Today, we're going to be talking about why Akaza didn't kill women. Akaza is a character from the popular anime series, Demon Slayer. He's known for his cold, calculating nature and willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. He's also known for his staunch refusal to kill women. So why is this? Akaza is a stubborn, harsh, short-fused, and bloodthirsty fighter who desires to fight the strong, respects the strong, and loathes the weak. His disdain for the weak stems from when his teacher and fiancé were poisoned by a rival dojo who was unable to defeat Akaza in a fair fight when he was Hakuji, and his obsessive pursuit of strength comes from his buried desire to help his loved ones but has been twisted by his demonic transformation. He also shares ill feelings for his fellow Kazuki and sees them as his own rivals, being especially hostile towards Kokushibu, the upper rank 1, and Doma, the upper rank 2, who both held higher ranks than him. He shows a particularly strong interest in powerful opponents and will try to figure out their names as a form of respect towards them and their might. As a result, he remembered the names of every single opponent he fought in his life as a form of respect towards them. In spite of his cruelty and wrath, Akaza had one special code. He never devoured any women, in spite of the fact that eating females would have actually made him even stronger, and Muzan gave him special permission to do so. He also showed a serious self-loathing tendency, valuing others above the good of himself. All of his personality was influenced by his past life and the remnants of his own humanity, showing how dark and miserable his traumatic experiences were, to the point of being forced to become a demon and joining Muzan. Before he became a demon, Hakuji was born and raised by his father, who suffered from sickness. In order to pay for the medicine to cure his father, Hakuji pickpocketed the townspeople 3 times, but sometimes got caught for his misdeeds. Beaten and given tattoos, they threatened to cut off his arms the next time he commits theft and was called a demon child. Afterwards, when Hakuji headed home after his 3rd punishment from the town, a villager informed him about what happened to his father, having heard about his arrest and later hung himself. In a letter his father sent to him, he stated that all he wanted was for Hakuji to live a full life without worry and didn't need to take the medicine if it was earned by dishonesty and misdeeds. With the loss of his father, his criminal tattoos, and no home to return to, Hakuji was banished from Edo for his theft. Devastated by his father's death and enraged at society for how he lived and couldn't afford the medicine to cure his father, he ends up picking a fight with other people he encounters and later beats them up. However, one day later he beat up 7 men and nearly killed them off in a village, until he was soon approached by the village's dojo owner, Kizo. Annoyed by the owner's cheerful demeanor, Hakuji challenges the owner to a duel, but during the fight, he was defeated easily. After the duel, Kizo takes him into his dojo, then introduces Hakuji to his daughter, Koyuki. Koyuki suffered from a sickness. Her mother drowned herself due to the stress she had, as Kizo had to work as a handyman to keep things in balance. Kizo would later task Hakuji with taking care of her. But reminders of how he had a problem tending to his father, Hakuji had problems trying to tend Koyuki. He did, however, find this awkward at first, but till Koyuki burst into tears, crying because of his sickness. But Hakuji would indirectly motivate her by telling her that there's always next year to see the fireworks. As 3 years have passed, Koyuki was finally in good health, now willing to do the chores and could stand again. Hakuji, on the other hand, continued training as Kizo's pupil of the Soryu style at the dojo. One day afterward, Kizo offered Hakuji to take over the dojo and marry his daughter, Koyuki. Being embarrassed and surprised by this, Hakuji immediately agrees, now promising to protect both his master and his wife, even if the cost of it was his own life. At the festival, he would later tell Koyuki about his troubled past and his father's death. Then she asked if he was all right with the proposal, which reaffirmed Hakuji's vow to protect her for the rest of his life. However, this vow was short-lived. Hakuji then visits his father's grave and informed him of his marriage, but then he would quickly realize something was amiss from his return. A student from the dojo informs Hakuji that their rivaling Kenjutsu dojo, which had sought to Kizo's land for themselves and had prevented him from getting any students, had poisoned the well. Kizo and Koyuki drank the water from it, and the 2 died shortly after, leaving Hakuji in despair, also causing his promise to protect them to be broken. Enraged from the despair, Hakuji then immediately picks a fight with the rivaling Kenjutsu dojo. He killed 67 members of the dojo with his own bare hands, pulverizing them one by one to the point where their corpses were unrecognizable. Because of this, it brought Muzan Kibutsuji's attention, but he would later feel disappointed that a human rather than a demon would commit such a gruesome act towards what Hakuji had done. Muzan then offers Hakuji to become a demon and a member of the 12 Kazuki, but as an upper rank. With nothing left to protect and having lost his will to continue living, Hakuji accepts Muzan's offer to become a demon under the name of Akaza. After becoming a demon, he lost all of his memories of when he was once a human, but now with only one desire to become stronger, but despite never knowing why he wanted to become stronger in the first place. But as said by Doma, Akaza has refused to let himself harm or eat women or girls. Due to the strength he has now, Muzan would dispatch him on a special mission on finding the spider lily. And to this day, Akaza never remembered who he truly was. In the end, Akaza's regard for women was prompted by his connection with Koyuki. As Hakuji, Akaza didn't actually have as many women in his life, and Koyuki was not only the first significant woman in his life, but also the most significant. When Koyuki passed away, his life fell apart because of how deeply he loved her. He was so damaged that he resignedly accepted becoming a demon. He just didn't care. Because of this, Akaza never expressed gratitude to Muzan. All he did was follow orders from him and show loyalty to him. That concludes our exploration into Akaza today. I hope you enjoyed learning more about him as much as I did. Be sure to share your thoughts on him down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for watching today's video. If you liked what you saw, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome videos coming your way soon.